Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Intellectual Agrarian Podcast, where we talk philosophy from the farm. I'm your host, Terrence Lehue. Ordinarily, we would be talking philosophy from the farm, but today, we're going to tell a story from the farm. That's right, it's time for My Father's World, a series in which I'm going to tell stories from my own farming experiences, and when I run out of those, the stories of other people's farm experiences. Today's episode is one of excitement, of fear, and of running away. And so today's story is entitled, Gotta Go Right Now. Hopefully that isn't copyrighted. New birth is an exciting time on the farm. It carries with it the certain knowledge of greater work and the potential for greater profit. The farm my father managed in my youth had grass-fed belted Galloways. They were a herd of strong, bulky, hairy cattle descended from the rocky coastlands of Scotland. The only thing that didn't make you run away from them was the lack of horns. The breed is, thankfully, naturally polled. Anytime these cows had a calf, it brought a little dread with the joy. As a herd, they were all together, mom and calf, father, nieces, uncles, brothers, and cousins. If they were people, it would have been like wandering into a hillbilly settlement. Within a day or two of the birth, we had to go into the herd and tag that calf with a number, allowing us to identify who she was, or he, at a later date. While better than branding or ear cutting, tagging can still be an uncomfortable process, basically giving the little day-old calf a large plastic numbered earring. On this particular day, it was especially dreaded. Though the calf was cute, the mother, number 241, was not. 241 was so masculine that we first thought that she was a steer. Some even remained unconvinced until the birth that she was a female. Every time the cows moved, she was the first to put up a fuss, the first to kick, the first to get in the way. The point was, she was big, she was mean, and she had a calf. 4 of us went to do the job. My friend, my brother, and myself, to keep the herd away and distracted, while my father did the actual work of tagging the little animal. With most any other cow and calf, this wouldn't have been nearly as concerning. Cows rarely run over a man on purpose, but they tended to be better at playing chicken than myself, who tended to be an actual chicken. We had waited until 241 had wandered away from her sleeping offspring, who, having run out of its energy, slept contentedly in the grass. Seeing our chances to make it easier, we slowly made our way over in the field. My friend, brother, and I, carrying fiberglass temporary fence posts as makeshift defenses. They wouldn't be of any actual use if a cow decided to run at us, but they provided a false sense of security. Standing in the field, fence posts in hand, cows surrounding me, it was as if I was a Spanish bullfighter. Minus the bull, swords, or cape, and hopefully the bloodshed. The 3 of us stood around father as he bent over the little calf, watching for 241 and smiling at the other cattle. The calf's ears flicked as my father checked the gender. A little boy, it turned out. Taking the tagger, father lined the ear between the pincers. Everything was fine until the moment the tagger pierced the ear, eliciting a hearty cry from the calf. Looking up, father discovered that he was now alone. The 3 guardians gone, their eyes staring over the fence rails, and 241 barreling towards his direction. Grabbing his tagger as fast as he could, away from the calf and away from the big, angry mother, he ran. In the end, everyone was fine. 241 chased father all the way to the fence, but he managed to jump over just before she could catch him, and in time, the calf adjusted well enough to the new earring. Since that point, though, my father has not forgotten the incident, and is quick to tell the story to anyone who cares to hear it. Thanks for listening. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of My Father's World. If you enjoy the Intellectual Agrarian Podcast, be sure to leave a review on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, whatever listening medium you listen to, letting us know that you enjoy the show. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. Once again, this has been Terrence Lehue in the Intellectual Agrarian Podcast reminding you to keep farming the dream.